In the warm land of Canaan, where the sun poured golden light over hills and valleys, lived prophet Yaqub with his many sons. Among them, Yusuf stood out, a boy with eyes deep as midnight and a face glowing with innocence. One quiet evening, Yusuf approached his father, his voice full of wonder. "O my father, I saw in a dream 11 stars, the sun and the moon bowing to me." Yaqub understood this was a vision from God. Placing his hand on Yusuf's shoulder, he warned, "My son, do not tell your brothers, for Satan is a clear enemy to man." But jealousy had already taken root in his brothers' hearts. One day they asked to take Yusuf to play. Despite his fear of a wolf harming him, Yaqub let him go. Far from home they surrounded him, their eyes hard, their voices sharp. They stripped him of his shirt and lowered him into a deep, damp well. The circle of light above shrank until only darkness remained. Alone and trembling, Yusuf felt God's promise in his heart. "One day you will remind them of this deed while they do not know you." At nightfall, the brothers returned with his shirt stained in false blood. "A wolf has devoured him," they claimed. Yaqub's eyes filled with tears. Though grief pierced him, he said, "Patience is most fitting, and God is my helper." A caravan stopped by the well, lowering a bucket. When they pulled it up, they found a boy whose beauty startled them. They sold him in Egypt for a small price to a nobleman, the Aziz, who told his wife, "Treat him kindly. He may benefit us, or we may adopt him." Years passed. Yusuf became a man of striking beauty and noble character. The Aziz's wife, burning with desire, locked the doors and called him to herself. Yusuf fled, but she tore his shirt from behind, and the truth came out through a witness. Yet gossip spread. To silence it, she invited women to a banquet. When they saw Yusuf, they were so stunned they cut their hands without feeling it. Yusuf prayed, "My Lord, prison is dearer to me than what they call me to." He was imprisoned, but even there his wisdom shone. 2 fellow inmates came with dreams, and by God's guidance he interpreted them. One would die, the other would serve the king. Yusuf asked the one freed to mention him. But because he sought help from other than God, God allowed him to remain in prison for several more years. One night, the king dreamed of 7 fat cows eaten by 7 lean ones, and 7 green ears of grain beside 7 dry. None could explain it until the freed prisoner remembered Yusuf. Brought before the king, Yusuf interpreted it. 7 years of abundance, then 7 of famine, then relief. The king sought to free him, but Yusuf refused until his innocence was proven. The Aziz's wife confessed, and Yusuf was cleared of blame. He was made treasurer over Egypt. When famine came, Yusuf's brothers arrived seeking grain. They did not recognize him. Later they returned with their youngest brother Benjamin, as Yusuf had asked. Finally, Yusuf could no longer hide his identity. Tears filled his eyes as he said, "I am Yusuf, and this is my brother." Whoever fears God and is patient, God never wastes the reward of the good. He forgave them and brought his family to Egypt. When Yaqub saw him, the years of sorrow ended. His sight returned, and Yusuf's childhood dream came true. His parents and brothers bowing in respect, just as the sun, moon, and 11 stars had once bowed in his vision.